Hey there, everybody. Welcome in. We are into May now. I'm going to do a little reading for you guys for twin flame energies. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this doesn't resonate with you, you might not be on this timeline, okay? So twin flames, everybody has got their own timeline. Every couple or every twin flame group has their own path, okay? So if a reading doesn't resonate with you, don't despair. It's just not meant for you. So also, if you're looking to join the Empress Club, it is a group on Facebook. You're going to need to answer the questions. So if you tried and you didn't get admitted, it's mostly because you didn't answer the questions. We just want to know where people are so we can, curate content that makes sense for the folks who are in the club. Okay? All right, darlings. So let's see what's going on here for you. This is a May forecast for twin flame for, let's call it higher vibration connections, because as I've been talking about for quite a while now, twin flame feels like it locks out people. It feels like it's a situation that folks feel is very special, which it is. But I'm here to tell you that people who are on the spiritual path, who want to be in high vibration love relationships, can access the twin flame template. So it doesn't matter if you're an original twin flame or not. It doesn't matter. If you're resonating with that frequency, that is what is going to happen. And that is cool, because the point of the twin flame journey is really about personal development, spiritual development, and it's also about being a light in the world. And boy, the more lights we have on in the world, the better. Okay, you guys, we need it now, right? We need as many people being in high vibration as possible. Okay? Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on for you guys. I will do an extended with a different deck. This is the Mythic deck. We're going to start putting the links to decks so you can get them if you want to. We're going to start doing that in the description box. I haven't done that. After the tarot class is released in mid-May, I'm also going to start doing some reviews of tarot decks. We are building a tarot deck after the tarot class gets launched. We are going to be building a tarot deck. Thanks to everybody who has contributed to that effort. I think there's a link in the description if you want to. And people who contribute to that effort will get a deck. I forget what the cutoff is. I forget what that is. Okay, never mind. Anyway, twin flame energies. What is going on? I've been shuffling for quite a while right now. Okay, this is it. Shuffling for quite a while now. Let's see what's going down here. Yeah, I know that feeling, right? 10 of Wands. This is a hell of a lot of work. This spiritual thing. This spiritual path is a hell of a lot of work. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. I had a feeling this is what might go on. Okay, so I feel like, this feels like walking together. Okay, so one of you is walking away from a thing that was stable for them. Okay, this feels like a divine masculine. They're walking away from something that was stable for them. I feel like you guys are being patient and moving together and walking toward something that is emotionally stable and financially stable for both of you. Okay, so here's this. This is you here. Magician, Six of Swords, Page of Swords. So there's going to be some light texting. I feel like you got two of the cards of moving from a difficult situation to a better one. So this is the time. This is the time. I'm going to shut that off. When there's better communication. Now, the communication is improving. 8 of Wands in the middle. I think they're going to tell you that they're moving away from karmic energy. They are on purpose doing it. In the past, they might have felt really stuck. 4 of Cups. Really listening to other people. Okay? And there has been a lot of patience in the past. Okay? But now I feel like the universe, you see how the Chariot, how he's pulling the two horses together, the dark and the light, the masculine, feminine. I feel like the universe is working to pull you together, both of you are walking away from something, right? Both of you are walking away from something that wasn't serving you. You're both mirroring each other with that. Some of you, I feel like the feminine is walking away from relationships that have been choppy. People who are, people pleasing, any kind of, I feel like you guys are both on the same page. Walking away from something that was codependent, walking away from something that people didn't understand you, especially when you're on this path. Like, you are going to have the experience, I guarantee it, that if you're on the spiritual path, that there are going to be people who do not get it. And that is the point of having a lot of light in the world right now. That is the whole point, is that there are a lot of people who are in the dark. And you see how dark these cards are? You guys are both walking away from something dark. I like that. I do. I like that a lot. The Ten of Wands, your overarching energy of this reading. Putting the burdens behind you. Moon. This is this feels like, okay, so the last moon, the Libra full moon. We got 2 Libra full moons in a row. That is the Justice card. The Justice card has been coming up a lot about things balancing out. Both of you have been in situations where they weren't balanced, okay? Relationships weren't balanced. You might have been giving too much to these old relationships and not getting anything back, really. And it's not about keeping score. Balance is not about keeping score. When things are in balance, there's no score needed to be kept. It's only when things go out of balance that all of a sudden you're like, hey, wait a second. I'm putting in all this energy. I don't see you doing that. It's only when that happens that things get out of whack, okay? And that is the thing that's being left behind, okay? And most likely because of the moon energy, because of the feelings that came up about that, the feelings of self-worth, the feeling like, hey, I'm worth more than that. Hey, this person, you might not have even noticed that relationships were uneven. Okay, and now you're both walking away from those things. This Page of Swords, Knight of Wands, 7 of Swords, Devil energy. Wow, Justice. I like it. Okay, so I feel like what's happening in the future is you guys are moving together. You might be coming together. You might be taking a little trip together. There is some kind of like, I don't know, it's a meeting of the minds, but it's something like where you have a conversation, Page of Swords, that facilitates some kind of like, oh, it's us against the world kind of a feeling, like you and me on the same side. And I'll never forget this one woman, as I was working through marriage counseling many years ago, 10 years ago, and she said, hey, listen, it's got to be you and you together against a problem, all right? It's not you two fighting for your way in the problem. It's you guys together. The problem's over there. It's the issue. So we're going to deal with the issue of how can we together deal with that issue. That's what's happening here. And this Devil energy, I feel like there could be, if there's third parties involved, I do feel like there could be a weekend, like running away together or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So you're moving toward 4 of Wands. Right now, it's not like a sanctioned relationship, whatever that means. Okay. And I don't mean like, it's the awareness that we are in relationship. Even if they're in a commitment or you're in a commitment, you are in relationship. And so what was thought of as like, ooh, bad or evil, or, oh, this is, something that's not good, is now understood to be balanced and in relation. You are in relationship. And it's the thing that is not balanced, the thing that is not, okay, that's what you guys are walking away from. So this masculine could be walking away from a financial heart situation where they are the ones doing all the work. They're walking away from that. They're going to talk about this. The communication is now flowing, okay? You are walking away from something that might have made you feel like you were doing all the work. It could be any kind of relationship. It could just be rocky situations where I need to go what's right for me. You're kind of just doing what's right for you. And actually, this is going to balance it out. Four of Wands here. This is going to balance it out and move toward relationship. The devil energy is the belief system around why you stayed in these relationships to begin with. When other people were sort of making you do all the work or making you be the one who has to pull the weight for the relationship. When you figure that out, then it balances like, oh, that's not how this works, you and me. We're in relationship and that problem is over there. In these other relationships, they weren't working and you were looking at the problem and blaming the other one for that problem. And I feel like in the past that has happened with the masculine and feminine too, that, oh, we're not together, so it's your fault, okay? And now what's happening is coming together, Temperance and Chariot coming together, overcoming that and being like, you know what? It's us together, right? 5D, whatever. There's going to be a 3D. There's going to be a physical union here and a connection made in the physical that is going to have you set down a new path about, oh, I'm not blaming you for the fact that we're separated, right? It's sort of like let's deal with how this is going to work. I don't want to go back to those old ways of doing relationship where we were blaming each other or where we were thinking that a certain way of doing relationship was this or that, characterizing it. This relationship, this kind of relationship, this high vibration kind of relationship gives you the bigger heart, the bigger perspective, the spiritual perspective on relationship to see that, oh, these are behaviors or these are things that need to be worked on for us to be harmoniously together. It's not blame. There's no blame, okay? Justice, being balanced out and moving toward that relationship. You both are walking away from things that were not balanced, 10 of Wands, okay? That made you feel out of balance. Libra, man, Libra's full moon really had a big impact. It really did. Okay, so I'm going to continue and do more on this if you're so inclined. If you would like to join the Empress Club, please, please, please do that. There's a link below in the description box somewhere further down. Scroll all the way down, see if you can find it. It is there. And come on over, and you're going to have to answer the questions. So there's a lot of people who joined up on the 100K day yesterday, May 1st, which is today. And but a lot of people didn't answer the questions. So if you weren't admitted, that's why. Okay, there you go. All right. So I'm going to do the extended. The link is below for the extended. This is Twin Flame Energies, high vibration love, high vibe. Let's talk about it that way. High vibration love coming into balance.